the Iran story and what's the truth about Iran and its nuclear weapons program. Friends, it's all lies that are being propagated in media about what's happening in Iran and what's going to happen. And again, the people behind this are none other than the shrewd Western businessmen, the oil lobby, the guns lobby, and the construction lobby. Now, Iran, a strong Iran, would mean again lobbying between the Middle Eastern states to dictate the oil prices, which will again be not in the interests of Western oil companies. The second reason for all these lies is Iran was building a gas pipeline between India and Pakistan, and that would have cost billions of dollars of losses to Western oil companies, simply because that gas pipeline would have cut costs for Iran, the transportation costs, which would have dropped the gas prices, and Indian consumers would have, including and Pakistani consumers as well, they would have got gas at much cheaper price than what the Western oil and gas companies are selling them. Now that would have meant great losses for the Western oil companies simply because they cannot provide the gas at the same prices, because they buy from Iran, Iraq and other Middle Eastern countries at, even if at crude oil prices, it still costs them more because it has to be transported to their refineries and then transported to other countries where they sell it, say to India or Pakistan. That gas pipeline would have caused them billions of dollars worth of damage. Now, all this propaganda that Iran is developing a nuclear weapon was created so that Iran is cut off its allies. India was given a nuclear deal by America. To think of it, America has always treated Pakistan as its ally, especially against India. And suddenly, why so much love for India? Why the nuclear deal? The truth is, people, the nuclear deal was meant to break India away from the Iran gas pipeline deal. I'll talk about it in my next video, which is a bit on Indian politics and what's happening over there. But the truth is that that's why India was offered the nuclear deal. It's a lollipop for India. Now, what the Western lobbies, business lobbies, are trying to do with all this propaganda about nuclear weapon program of Iran is, for one, they want to get Iran rid of all its allies. They want international support for Iran to dwindle. And two, they want to scare their own people. They want to scare their own people that Iran is developing a nuclear weapon, and as soon as Iran develops a nuclear weapon, it will attack us and kill us. Now the question is, why will Iran need to attack any other country? What reason will Iran have? The truth is, friends, America always talks about that other countries should not develop nuclear weapons. Now, why does America need nuclear weapons in the first place? If American people think that they need nuclear weapons just to make sure that their borders are safe, every other country and its citizen on this world has the right to think the same, that their country needs nuclear weapon as well. And ever since the nuclear weapons have been developed, it's only America which has actually used it against humans. And as soon as they developed it, they used it just to show the world that they are strong and no one should mess with them. The truth is, the American government feels its interests are safe as long as it's the only one which has got nuclear weapons, while none other has got nuclear weapons. And believe me, friends, to save its interests, basically the interests of its businessmen, if America was to be involved in a war which it is going to lose, America will be the first country to use nuclear weapons. And that's the truth about them. And it's not the fault of people of America in that. It's just the businessmen who support their political parties ruling America. To save their interests, America is fighting wars all around the world. making world an unsafe place for all the people. And that's the truth about Iran's nuclear weapons program. The first stage is like how the politics is going on. The first stage is they are scaring American and other Western public that Iran is building a nuclear weapon and it will attack us. So the people are already scared that no, we are in danger from Iran. The second step is they are promoting that Iran government is not a popular government. You all will remember how Iranian elections were blown out of proportion in all the Western media by the Western governments. The only reason was they wanted people to believe that the Iranian government is not a legitimate government. They have already scared the people by saying Iran is developing a nuclear weapon. Now they are trying to create an impression in the mind of people that Iranian government is evil government and it's not, it hasn't got popular support. Now the third stage will be they will give reason to their people why Iran should be attacked, and that reason will be once they are done with Afghanistan, they'll say that Taliban is now getting training in Iran. Now people have already been scared and they've already been made to believe that the Iranian government is not a popular government, and they are already being told that human rights are being violated in Iran in the name of Sharia law, creating an impression that Iranian government is an evil government. And then they'll give them the people a reason as well that look, they are actually working against us. Taliban is getting training over there. We need to attack them. They are just trying to justify their next action against Iran in front of their public. That's all the politics that's going on. And that's the truth about the Iran story. It's all just to please the oil lobby, just to keep their interests safe. And of course, the gun lobby, which is going to make billions of dollars in Iran war as well. And who's going to suffer at the end of it? It's ordinary people like you and me. Because the people of Iran who will die in any such conflict, how will their friends and family members forgive those who attacked their country? Will they not want revenge? They will want revenge as well. And if they cannot fight fair and square with America and its allies, they will take to terrorism, and the terrorism will not end, and the war will continue on. And innocent people like you and me will keep getting killed. That's the truth about the Iran story. I'll see you in next video and we'll talk more about this stuff.